I've been thinking about Trevor Noah, and it has something to do with you. He's a train of thought. So this one is a tough one to talk about because he is easily one of Africa's most successful exports. But at the same time, I think it's important to talk about it because in a way opens up our eyes to a lot more. He did what no African comedian has ever attempted. Let me show you how well Trevor Noah did. He broke a platform ceiling by hosting The Daily Show. Then he broke the market ceiling by becoming a household name as an African in America, the hardest comedy market to get to in the world. And then he broke a cultural ceiling by translating African identity, accent, mannerisms, and global politics into humor that was enjoyed and understood by everybody in the world. No African comedian before or after him has hit those three simultaneously. By all accounts, he's the best that has ever done it. He became an inspiration for so many African comedians, and yet African comedy as an institution hasn't really benefited from it, if at all. You see, global success in comedy is not about the laughs and applause, it's about infrastructure. We could have had a Trevor Noah comedy incubator similar to the Improv or Kevin Hart's Heartbeat incubator, or he could have built the Def Comedy Jam of Africa, or a Netflix style platform for African comedians. Imagine season after season of African comedians in a lineup all being put on the world stage. And this wouldn't be charity, these wouldn't be favors, these would be systems. But instead, most of what followed was podcasts, tours, personal projects, which they do great and they are awesome, but they still do not bring that light to African comedy. And to his credit, some of the stuff he did involve some South African comedians, and did something, I think, on Peacock that had a bunch of South African comedians. He still has some African comedians on his podcast, but do you guys know any of them? It is great content and it has global reach, but it is not impacting the lives of those that want to become Trevor Noah. They practically have no idea how to get there. Does anybody know what playbook Trevor Noah used to get to the heights that he did? Trevor Noah is like the Rick Sanchez of African comedy. He has a portal gun. We all know where he got to, but nobody has a freaking clue how he got there. He's a global narrator, but he's the only one that knows his story. And this is where it concerns you. When you make it out of a land where no one has, and you do the impossible, it stops being about you. You become a beacon, you become a compass, you become a map. Not to give handouts, but to build ladders, steps, and systems. Because visibility without platforms is just noise. And Trevor Noah has the platforms, but the rest of Africans have no idea how to build those platforms. Africa is in no shortage of funny people. What it is in shortage of are global infrastructures that can put their jokes onto the world map. Trevor Noah did it. Africans need it. And that is your lesson. Your success will carry responsibility. There is a burden on your shoulders to show others the way, especially if we are trying to rescue the African continent. It is not a moral responsibility. You can choose to say no, but it is a strategic responsibility, because if you do say yes to the calling, you are going to build an infrastructure that outlives you. When you find your way to the gold, it is your job to draw the map for others as well. I'll see you on the next train.